What's up, guys? It's CFN. My name's Connor, and welcome back to CFN TV. Today, we're going to react to Hide and Seek Stories Animated by Llama Arts. Now, the original story is by Mr. Nightmare, and this is just an animation for it. I watched another one. I did like that one. This was another one I'm doing. Well, like you said, you can check in the link description down below for both Llama Arts, the original video, and my gaming channel. You know the drill. Let's go. Maybe this will scare me. I don't know. Sorry.
When I was a kid, my parents would sometimes bring me down to my aunt and uncle's place to stay for the weekend. Mainly, I'd spend time playing with my two cousins who were around the same age as me. They lived on a small farm with plenty of open space, and we could run around doing pretty much whatever we wanted.
That's kind of cool.
If we thought we could get away with it, the three of us would sometimes cross over to the neighboring farm about half a mile away. It had been abandoned for decades, with a scattering...
Again, why would you do that? You already have a big open land on your property. Why would you go on someone else's? And it's abandoned. Why would you do that? Stupid kids.
...of derelict buildings and other structures still standing on the property, just begging to be explored. This was of course a gold mine for three adventurous young boys such as ourselves.
No, it's not.
Especially after my cousins told me stories about the deaths that took place in the house.
Seriously? Seriously? I wouldn't do it at all. Nope. 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 No.
It was pretty classic fare. Man goes crazy, axe murders his entire family,
Oh,
hangs
that's
himself,
gross.
returns every night as an angry spirit looking for new victims.
Well,
Good, grisly stuff.
of course.
Even at that age, I knew they were probably making it up, or at least embellishing old rumors. But seeing as how the setting lent itself so well to such tales, I allowed myself to buy into it.
Wow.
One afternoon, we decided to play hide and seek.
Good job.
When it was my turn to hide, I ran off for a flimsy brown barn that had living quarters on top and climbed the stairs looking for a good spot. There was still furniture inside, and personal belongings lay scattered across the floor.
Wow.
I maneuvered over broken dishes, tattered clothes, and crumbling books, eventually coming to a small room with a closet. Jackpot. There were even long black dresses still hanging on the rod that I could hide behind. I stepped inside and managed to force shut the folding door. My only illumination was a slit of sunlight that shone through the crack in the door from a nearby window. I crouched down with knees tucked into chest and waited. Some time passed and there was still no sign of my seekers. I waited some more, debating if and when I should give myself up. After nearly an hour, this was starting to get boring. My head drooped.
You fell asleep.
I woke with a jerk. It was pitch black. Drowsy and confused, I forgot for a minute where I was or what I had been doing. As it came back to me, the realization that it was now nighttime and that I had been abandoned here filled me with sinking dread in the pit of my stomach.
Wow.
I tried to get up, but a sudden cramp in my calf kept me grounded. I squirmed about, waiting for it to pass, when I heard a door slamming shut downstairs.
Oh no!
One of my cousins?
Nope.
There was a brief period of silence, then footsteps at the bottom of the stairs. But not just footsteps, a thud too. After every other step. These weren't the footfalls of a child. They were slow, heavy, deliberate.
Wow.
I held my breath, praying they would go away. They did not. The noises continued to ascend.
I think I heard this before. Run, man!
After another moment of silence, the walking resumed. This time, along with a steady scraping sound, like something heavy being dragged across the floorboards.
Ew!
The footsteps made their way through the debris
Oh,
and wandered
gosh,
aimlessly
no.
through the various rooms.
You're
I thought I
going
could
to
smell
die.
Something faintly putrid. The constant scrape sent cold shivers coursing down my arms and back. My worst fears were realized when the steps reached the bedroom doorway. They got closer and closer, and finally
no,
stopped
he's
directly
right there.
in front of the closet door. I couldn't see a thing. After an agonizing pause, they continued on, over to the other side of the room and out the doorway again. They faded away down the hallway. I waited for what seemed like an eternity. There were no more sounds now, and I was trying to build up enough courage to open the door and flee.
Just run, man!
3 things happened simultaneously just then. I was bombarded with a smell I can only describe as fresh roadkill. I heard raspy breathing behind me in the dark closet, and I felt hot breath against the nape of my neck.
So?
That was enough for me to hurtle myself out from the confines of that nightmare space, relying on memory and scant moonlight to navigate through the darkened house. All the while, I heard footsteps chasing behind me, closing in with terrifying speed.
Oh no! Run!
It was a clumsy, torturous escape full of trips and bumps and blind stumbling.
Nice job, bro.
I never looked back. At least, not until I had burst out the front door and into the country night. And when I did turn around, I saw absolutely nothing. There were no more footsteps and nobody was chasing me. That didn't stop me from running, though, all the way back to my aunt and uncle's house. There was a police car in the driveway when I got back. My parents were there too, worried sick. Everybody demanded to know where I had been.
Wait, hold on. What? No, go back. Go back a second. Wait a second.
Everybody demanded...
Is that who I think it is? That's Jimmy Neutron's mother. I am not lying. That is Jimmy Neutron's mom. If you guys used to watch Jimmy Neutron as a kid, that's his mom. Why is she... Why is she in this video? Is she playing like a cameo? She's playing a cameo. Hey, cameo, awesome.
Demanded to know where I had been. Apparently, when my cousins still hadn't found me by evening, they'd returned home to tell their parents. Eventually, the police were called in and informed me that they had already scoured every building on the farm. The insinuation that I was lying about my whereabouts didn't go unnoticed. None of it made any sense. It wasn't until years later that one of my cousins filled in a final piece of the story. He and his brothers had spent hours searching for me like they said, but the part they didn't tell anyone was that they thought they spotted me in the window of the bedroom I was hiding in. And when they got closer, they saw that it wasn't me. A young boy neither of them recognized was smiling and waving down at them and gesturing for them to come upstairs. That's when they ran back home. All of this while I slept in the closet.
Wow. In the same room with a ghost. Wow. That was crazy. And it's funny the fact that they had Jimmy Neutron's mom in there. I forgot the person's name, but that was funny. That's funny. But this was creepy. Creepy video. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. This was hide and seek stories animated by Llama Arts and Mr. Nightmare. Links in the description down below. Peace.